Okay, I've just crossed the Rio Bravo, Bravo River to discover the beautiful land of Texas. And that has given me the idea of exploring the mystery of the crossing, the sacred act of crossing to the other side. Our life is usually symbolized as a path of crossing to the other side, and that's the reason behind the symbol of the open gate that we can find in a lot of cities in Europe. The triumph arch, the triumph door, symbolizes the way as Europeans try to signify to cross to the other side, to the land of the death, to the land of the gods. And that's the thing I want to talk about today. The sacred crossing to the other side. Come with me. Welcome. Hi fellas, how are you doing? This is Adrian again, talking to you from Laredo, Texas. Beautiful place. I've just crossed the Bravo River, the Rio Bravo. I come from Mexico City with my old car, and it has been a psychedelic trip, I can assure you. But it's the most appropriate situation to talk about the sacred crossing, the path to the other side. This institution, the act to go to the other side that crossing the river symbolizes, it's constantly used in the pop culture. We have recently seen it in the Dune movie. You remember this Paul Atreides guy going to Arrakis, to the planet Dune? Well, this comes directly from Frank Herbert, who lived and synthesized the spirit of the 60s and the 70s, the psychedelia, the psychedelics, the way to trip to the other side. It really has nothing to do with the simple act of just going through a path and simply go from here to there. No, a sacred journey, a journey to another place. That's what the travel to the moon really means. The moon landing never happened in a literal sense, in a real sense. The moon landing, as you probably know by now, really meant what Stanley Kubrick meant with the 2001 Space Odyssey. It meant the same thing that Alice experienced when she went through the mirror glass, or Neo in the Matrix movie when he crossed his own mirror glass and went out of the Matrix, and he went to another place, to the desert of the real, as Morpheus, this prophet, this magic prophet, tells him. Remember, Morpheus is the god of dreams in the ancient Greece. So this is really meaning that when we go to Oz, when Dorothy goes with his own house to Oz, the land of Oz, or when Peter Pan, the lost children, go to Neverland, I think it's called that way, I'm not sure, on this Disney movie Tomorrowland, when they travel to Tomorrowland, to another dimension, okay, they are trying to signify that our own life is polarized between two extremes. One, the world of the people who is awakened, consciously alert, with his brain in maximum vibration, trying to solve problems. That's the thing that occurs when we are awake, when we are living, okay? But something different happens when we go to bed every night and we fall asleep, or we end of life, or our own lives, and we fall dead. Then we cross this limit, this mirror, okay? This little door that separates our world from the land of the gods, or the land of the dead. In the Holy Grail myths, the chevaliers, the knights, sacred knights, were used to cross this door in a small detail. Sometimes they cross a corner and they find another place, a place that belonged to a dream state. There they could see the palace, the Grail castle, the Holy Grail castle that was in the other land. Okay, the same thing happens to Neo when everyone is telling him, okay, you must awake, Neo. The Matrix has you. There's another place, but you can't see it or touch it. You must believe us first. That you must cross this path, have this red pill, eat it, swallow it, and then awake to a new state. That's the thing that psychedelics mean, especially during the 60s and the 70s. That's what Frank Herbert tried to signify when in his opera prima, his Magnus opera, in his prime achievement, the novel Dune and the subsequent, when he wrote that in the Dune planet, the Arrakis, this specia melange, this LSD was floating in the air. So when someone went there, happened the same as when Beetlejuice in the land of the dead experienced seeing all this desert and the worms on this arena. Okay, they tried to signify that when you are in the other side, you are in this dream state. You are dead. So then the logic that rules here in the world of the living doesn't rule anymore. And then it's not your thinking or your central consciousness. No, it's your intuition and the water of the memory that comes to us through our feelings, through our stomach. That's the way to gain information in the other side. That's the way that the dead, these phantoms in the haunted mansion, really communicate between them and with us through their feelings, through their intuition, through their open sight. Okay, this is very important. That's the reason behind that the other side is usually represented as a desert. The desert is the result of an ocean that has been dried. Ergo, all the water, all the memory has gone, but only these crystals of the memory remain. Okay, all the things that we can find in the nothingness of the space. That's why the moon is usually artistically represented as a desert too, as a desert, probably filmed in Arizona as Mars. Okay, but the real, that as Morpheus tells Neo, this is the desert of the real. That the other side is represented as Arrakis, as the planet Dune, as a desert, means that the nothingness can only be acknowledged through these crystals of memory, through that kind of way perceiving reality, through our feelings, through psychedelics, through the secret intuition. That's what I'm trying to tell here, that we are trapped in this polarized existential experience between the psychedelia, the dream world, and the reality of this the land of the awakened or the living. But we have to learn to travel through that door and learn to switch. That's what the sages in all the ages have tried to teach to the mankind, to learn to do. Okay, this ability to cross to the other side. That's what Kubrick in 2001 Space Odyssey tried to teach. Frank Herbert, there's Lewis Carroll in Alice Through the Mirror Glass, Dorothy in the Land of Oz. I'm not sure what the novel is called, but You know what I mean, do you? I'm sure you do. So, what I'm trying to tell, this Dune movie is terrific. It's a great movie, but although it's been favorably criticized, it's not a very artistically good movie because it has robbed Frank Herbert's Dune of all its psychedelia. It's no longer a treaty or a book about the other side. Dune, as it's depicted in this Villeneuve movie, it's no longer a different place than Earth. It's just the same. There's no psychedelics. There's no magic. But Dune should be as Beetlejuice. Should be a land like a 60 disco with a lot of acid. You know what I mean? It should have been represented the other side as a land of the dead, a very psychedelic place, to try to teach us to learn to feel, not only to think. Dune, it's not really about a political plot of a messiah trying to reunite all the clans and become emperor. That is not that, that's only a mundane interpretation. We have to go deeper in the meaning. Dune, as 2001 Space Odyssey or Matrix, it really is talking about us and the way to search for a deeper meaning of reality and learn how to make a full interpretation of who we really are, to teach us the mystery of dying or living, using our head but also our guts as a way of properly thinking reality. That's all for today. If you like it, please subscribe or remember to follow me in Patreon. I'm going to New York City right now to make some tarot cards reading. So if you are in New York or nearby, don't doubt it and come to see me. I will read your cards. It's gonna be very fun, I assure you. Okay? Try to follow this sacred journey to the eternal city that I love that so much. We'll see together, okay? Also, I almost forget, noviteplus.com. It's my personal site, and there I offer the tarot card reading spread, the astrological chart interpretation, and also the graphological interpretation. If you're interested, I'll be glad to provide this service to you. Okay? Remember that I love you. God bless America. I was looking forward to come back here, I assure you. I hope you have a great time. Thanks.